Hello, everybody. You are here live. This is Maximus. I am here with you. This is the Max Show, Crypto Talk now. Hopefully, you guys see my screen, unlike yesterday. But before we get right into today's show, I'm going to go ahead and verify that you can. Yep, you can. So, with that said, let's take a moment, of course, to look at some of the comments. Let's see if I can actually highlight any of these. Nope, I can't, but that's okay. Let's see. Give me just a second. All right. So let's start off with Tim Shea. Basically, I want to make sure I'm not muted. All right. Tim Shea. Hey, Tim Shea. Hey. Yep. Hey. What's going on? Next we have Selmo Fudd says Crypto Talk now. He's got his thing up. Fist up. Yes. Thank you, Selmo Fudd. And then next we have Crypto Winner. Is Bitcoin going to pump to 23K and take a dump? Well, you mentioned Bitcoin, so let's go ahead and take a look into it. So this is actually Luna Classic, and here is Bitcoin. So you already have it all ready for you guys, right? And that's just how the cookie crumbles, right? Anyway, go to 23K and take a dump. Well, I have on the 1 minute chart as we speak. Let's see how it did for the last day. And let's see. All right. That's somewhat encouraging for right now, but let's see the 12-hour real quick. I'm gonna go towards well, for a while it seemed like actually that's not the right one. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. So I'm gonna do like maybe an hour. Oh boy. I don't think so, man. I mean, I don't see going to 23K and then taking a dump. How soon are you hoping that will happen? Like, are you hoping that it's going to go to 23K within the next week? Just go ahead and type in the comments in regards to that. So, without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. I got some things I want to go ahead and show you. As promised, as of yesterday, a lot of you guys, of course, were wondering about the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. Basically, it went up to 9.1%. All right. It does seem like it's a lot of doom and gloom for inflation and whatnot. But like you see right here, this is straight from the New York Times. This was actually posted about in let's see, 6:19 p.m. Eastern. So that's about roughly almost 3 hours ago. Yeah. One thing to point out is this right here. It's the highest it's been since about 1980, 81. In that regard. Back then, it was as high as 14%, as you guys can see. So, I mean, it's literally the highest it's been in about 42 years, which is insane. Of course, inflation soared in June, pinching consumers and challenging policymakers, like it mentions. And of course, this affects everybody. I mean, shoot, I go down to buy eggs, right? The eggs are like, have gone up not just double. For instance, here in Arizona, the darn eggs, like the farmers had to kill all the hens because there was bird flu, right? So it was already like twice as much as it was normally. And then I saw as high as $5 a dozen. Yeah, just crazy. So, for instance, the Consumer Price Index report released on Wednesday, and of course, as you know, this is based on June's figures, contained particularly worrying signs for the Federal Reserve, providing evidence that price pressures are broad and stubborn in ways that, like you see right here, make them difficult to wrestle under control. And then, for instance, let me go where it says show more. Sorry about that. Overall, inflation is likely to moderate in July because the gas prices have fallen this month. But I mean, it's still expensive, you know. But the highest I ever saw it was about 580, 585, right, roughly in that range. It has, of course, dropped in areas of the Phoenix area, as low as I think like 490, if I'm not mistaken. Still, it's insane, the prices for gas. And if you're a person that's in the diesel, it's a lot more. I'm gonna take a moment just, of course, to see if any more comments came through. Tim Shea, I mentioned on the 1 p.m. show that we would have a small rally. Yeah, true. We have about 74 people watching. Thank you, of course, for connecting to our live show, the Max Show, for Crypto Talk Now. We are currently looking at the Consumer Price Index, and comment on that. Um, Gas, of course, looks like the average is around 463. Fuel prices, just like crypto, is volatile, as we know. Says making it impossible to know if today's lower gas prices will last. And the report suggested that underlying inflation pressures remain intense. In particular, a core inflation index that strips out food and fuel prices to give a sense of the broad trend remains surprisingly high. Well, yeah, you think, right? That measure climbed 5.9% over the year through June, barely a showdown from last month's 6% increase. Core prices also jumped to 0.7% from May to June, more than the previous monthly increase. Of course, I'm not going to read all of this in that regard, but yeah, that's what's basically going on in regards to the consumer price index currently. Um, I saw a couple more people connected. So with that said, um, Uncle Bam Bam, yes, he says, praying, 100% right. Thumbs up. Thank you for that. Hey, Tim Shea, here in the Northeast, last year eggs were around $1. Lucky if you can find them at $3. Yeah, when there was a sale, I got them for 270 last time. I only bought a dozen because I was thinking, you know what, it is possible that the bird flu thing will go away. The chickens are all, do the chickens have large talons? Anyway, Napoleon Dynamite reference. But anyway, no, the bird flu could very well go away. And with that said, um, it's like I got to time it right, right? It's kind of like when I go get gas. Sometimes I want to fill up, sometimes I don't. If I keep filling up and then the price goes the other way, right, in my favor, well, then I'm losing. So I don't know how you guys go about the whole thing when you fill up your tank. Here, at least in the Phoenix area, like we have like Kroger, it's Fry's technically, but it's under Kroger. You get your fuel rewards. Um, but the way I look at it is, sometimes it's really tempting, of course, to fill up, but not tempting to fill up at $5.90 a gallon. Might as well fill it up maybe like halfway or and whatnot. But we all have our own reasons. All right. So with that said, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. Here's currently the top 100. Matic is standing out in that regards. It's up 17%. Um, currently speaking, everything kind of looks green for the most part. But something I want to point out is the overall crypto market cap is going up 4%. I mean, that's decent. Earlier, only a couple hours ago, this thing was down like 870 billion, right? It was pretty crappy in that regard. So, double checking the comments. So the same in that regard. We have roughly about 100, a little over 100 people watching. I'd like to go ahead and thank you for tuning in to the live show, the Max Show for Crypto Talk Now. I'm here with you guys on my own show once a week, at least for now, on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. But you know what? It's not just my show, it's your show. So if this is the first time you come here, I'd like to go ahead and welcome you. Um, Go ahead and type in the comments, I should say, if you are new. And if you don't happen to have like an avatar, consider changing it to something that speaks more to what you're all about. You don't necessarily have to do a family pick. You're welcome to do so. But for instance, like a hobby, let's say you're into gaming, let's say you're into sports, whatever. We have a very welcoming community here that will welcome you and make you feel welcome. Yeah, I said that 3 times. Anyway. All right, so back to the crypto bubbles. Let's also take a look into the top 500. And some of the ones that stand out, of course, DDX. I'm not really familiar with that. Sometimes I like to see what's up in the top 500. Rise, Everrise, of course, that was something that was mentioned up quite a bit towards the end of last year. I'm actually going to go in the top 300 just real quick. Beta up 80%. I am not aware of some of these ones that are up a lot. I'm not aware of them. I am aware of Joe. That has been one that's been on my watch list for a long time. It's kind of nice to see that they got something going on in that regards. And then let's just do one more. We'll do top 200. Of course, Voyager VGX. Now, yes, that's up, but as I say, don't get it twisted. It's not as up as it was. People are dumping their positions. So, with that said, let's get right into that. As far as that goes, gonna check on the comments real quick. Um, a little bit more. Tim Shea states down to 4.6. Okay, $4.60 a gallon here for gas. It should go down for midterms, I think. Um, and then we have Rabindra Thabati. Hi guys, Shiba Inu leading next bull market guy. Buy the dip. This golden opportunity. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. While we're on the subject of Shiba Inu, before I kick it back into the topic of this thumbnail, um, let's take a look into that real quick. So, for instance, Shiba Inu, it's really easy to bring that up because it's top 15. So Shiba Inu did go back up to 0.40 and the number, which is good. Um, so let's see what's going on with SHIB. All right, volume is definitely up about 29%. Market cap about 5.7 billion, and let's see how it did compared to the last 7 days. So yeah, it was kind of crappy on July 11th till about the 13th, which is today, and yeah, it's back up to that 40 number. Let's see what's going on with Twitter. Are they trending for some reason? Is there a new introduction on what's going on in the ecosystem? All these type of things. So, for instance, 3 hours ago, Shiba Inu welcomes David Kern to the SHIB Metaverse team. You can learn more about that. Um, who is he? I don't know. I'm not going to BS you on that. But um, that is the latest on what's going on with that. As far as news on the general, let's see, SHIB news. 13 hours ago, it says not Doge or SHIB, but SHIB Doge is most held coin among ETH whales. Huh, that is interesting. That's nice to see. Well, you know what? While we're on the subject of that, I know I'm kicking it to something else. I'm interested in that. You know why I'm interested in that? Because I hold both Doge, I also hold SHIB, and I hold Shiba Doge. So let's see, SHIB Doge, aka Shiba Doge. Yeah, it's up about 9%. So nothing too significant in that regard. All right, let's kick it back to the comments. And we have, for instance, Crypto Winner. Look at Matic go. Yeah, absolutely. Up about 7% in that regard. Matic ain't too shabby. You know, you have the onboarding of a lot of those projects that came over from the former Terra Luna, right? Um, and that is definitely helping out in that regard. Will they be able to hold the pressure? There's some current articles in regards to that. I'll show you just a couple highlights. So, for instance, let's see here. Polygon, not the gaming studio. Yeah, you gotta type it like that. Um, Disney chooses Polygon Matic to participate in its accelerator program, focusing on NFTs, AI, and AR. 3 hours ago, Polygon joins. Okay, something going on with Disney. Let's see what's going on in regards to that. So I'm gonna go with CoinDesk real quick. Let's see what's going on with the latest with Polygon. Polygon joins Disney. Um, Man, I don't like how that's written real quick. That's kind of annoying. But all right, Polygon joins Disney's Accelerate program to develop AR, NFTs, and AI experiences. The Ethereum scaling tool is one of 6 companies selected by the media and entertainment giant to be part of its new program. Okay, interesting. Ethereum scaling tool Polygon, as we know, is continuing to scale its Web3 infrastructure via a new project with media conglomerate, the Walt Disney Company. Polygon is one of 6 companies selected to participate in Disney's 2022 Accelerator program. All right, I'd like to know the other 5 personally. Um, it says it goes on to also mention the program, which begins this week, is looking to develop new technologies, like we mentioned, augmented reality, AR, NFTs, of course, AI. During the course of the program, each participating company will receive guidance from Disney's senior leadership team, as well as a dedicated executive mentor. Polygon is the only blockchain native platform selected in the 6 company lineup. Huh. Well, that's a huge catalyst for Polygon. So you got that going on. You got the onboarding of you know, projects that were part of the former ecosystem of Terra Luna before, of course, became Luna Classic. So to me, those are the two main things that are standing out in regards to Polygon. All right, let's kick it back to you guys. So Iron Lux Trader says thumbs up. Thank you for that. Crypto winner. Wah. Oh, Disney news to me. Gotta get more Polygon. Okay. Tim Shea, I think Matic is going to do great things. I've always thought that. I mean, Matic is great. Rabindra Thapati, how about baby Dogecoin? Next 100x soon, guys. This next good opportunity, guys. Um, my thoughts on baby Dogecoin are kind of like the same thoughts I have about the Elon coin, right? AKA Doge Mars. Great community, no utility. Um, let's actually just compare the two real quick. All right, so we got Doge Mars, got a lot of holders last I checked. And of course, yeah, they got some great catalysts like, listed on I'm sorry, on crypto.com, all these great things, right? Um, they were, as high as rank 100 or I don't know, 90, something like that for the longest time. But again, it's just a strong community. Where's the utility? Now, in regards to Baby Doge, we're gonna pull that up. It's kind of like the same situation. There's this one will at least show the holders. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess it doesn't. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 250 to 300,000. I guess they don't show it no more. But let's see what's going on. Do they have any new news going on with them? Of course, we'll take a look on. See, 1.5 million followers. I mean, they have a very passionate community. I'm not bashing them. Um, they have burned 50 quadrillion. Yeah, well, you know what? If you have 0.3680 zeros in a number, yeah, you're gonna have to, have some pretty decent burns in that regard. Um, but nonetheless, let's see. So the burn, that's great. Glad to see it. Let's see what else they have going on. So the last time they retweeted anything that was July 9th. That's actually a while ago. So one thing I have to say, Baby Doge changed my life forever. So grateful. Okay. Right. Great community. Where's some of the utility? The first Baby Doge metaverse wearable should be live. Okay. Those are good things, right? You want to see them have a presence in a metaverse. So I mean, I guess you could say that's kind of creating the utility, but is that really utility or is that more like brand awareness? To me, that's brand awareness. There is a difference. So anyway, we'll get back to the comments. Tim Shea, it's not on C.C, is it? It's not on C.C, is it? I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Blue Ricky, a little late, but went to eat at Texas Roadhouse, chicken fried steak and baked potato. When does Bitcoin crash? Well, that actually sounds really yummy, by the way. Well, you mentioned Bitcoin. We're going to bring up Bitcoin. So, for instance, we did have, as far as the last hour, shucks, hold on. Okay, that can't be. I guess so, huh? Did we really go up that high? That cannot be accurate. Let me go back further. Hold on. 4 hour. Nah, that's crazy. Hold on, let me see. So based on um KuCoin, right? This spiked, right? So hold on a second. Let's go to the 1 hour. Oh man, that's crazy. So it was up to 30,000 for a little bit. Huh. Well, I guess those who shorted it. All right, hold on a second. Let me just verify some things real quick. I'm gonna go to. I don't think CMC is gonna show it quite yet, but it could. Let's go to Bitcoin. And let me see. I don't know. I think they might have some glitch or something. That's funky. That or it's just CMC ain't reporting it right. We'll have to look more into that. If you guys got some data on that, it'll be kind of interesting to see if it spiked. Because basically, according to KuCoin, there was a spike, right? I mean, even right here, this is like 28,000. I mean, obviously, hold on, let's go on 12-hour. This thing will refresh. Um, that's just, hold on a second. I might have my stats all jacked up for some reason. Yeah, this is being a little bit slow for some reason. All right. I'm gonna let that refresh. I'm gonna go back to the comments. All right. So for instance, we got Iron Lux Trader dollar cost averaging on Matic today at 58 cents. All right, that's cool. Let's actually bring up Matic real quick. So Matic. Oh wow. Well, you saw a nice gain. Not too shabby on that. So if you got it for 58 cents up to 64, you're doing well. Are you looking at day trade that, or is that something you're just adding to your current position? Crypto winner. Max, what the hell is a dig coin? I think it's been pumping 51%. I don't know. I have to look more into that. Crypto winner, if Bitcoin breaks 18,345. Yeah. Iron Lux Trader sold VGX at all-time highs today. Well, okay, yeah, today's all-time highs. Cashed out about $256, bought Matic, 58 cents before the major pump. Did you cash out at the 80-cent mark, or did you cash out? Oh, okay, at 58 cents. Yeah. Man, for the ones. So, for instance, let's pull that up real quick, right? So VGX, I already have that up here. My bad. All right, so currently it's at 58 cents, but we do know that this went up way higher than that. So, for instance, yeah, it went up to about 94 cents earlier today. I saw it for the longest time, like right around the 80-cent mark. So I think I saw like right around, what time was that today? I don't know, briefly, right? So probably around 5 to 6 a.m. my time. Yeah, here it goes, and it falls off a little bit. Then it kind of rebounds. So it was around 80 cents for the longest time today. Even Common Sense, not Common Sense Crypto, but Common Sense from our community, like the big OG, he posted how he basically um like 2 or 3x or whatever. So I'm glad that he did well on it. I don't know if he shortened it or whatever, but he was thinking that it was going to go up even higher than that. I was tempted to FOMO in, I'll be honest, and I didn't, because I said to myself, 95% of the time that I go to FOMO in, I'm gonna get wrecked. And a good thing I didn't, because it went right back down to like 58, 50, 55, 58 cents roughly in that area. So I'm glad that you made a little bit on that. Shout out to Iron Lux Trader. So crypto winner, um, basically states. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had to fix this chair. All right. Crypto winner, 22,493. Gas is high. Crypto winner, or was the high. Sorry. Uh, Blue Whale Ricky never went to 30, 20, 300 highest. Okay. Rafael Santos, good day, Sir Max. Yeah, thanks, Rafael. Always great seeing you, my friend. Really good to always have you over here. Rabindra Thapati, when classic is killing 2 zeros because, um, I think you meant to say CZ. Yeah, 1.2% starts burning from tomorrow. So this is big change. Yeah, it is life changing. Here's the thing when it comes to CZ, right? So when it comes to CZ, he will basically make. I switch it to this because I don't want you guys to see a million windows. So when it comes to CZ, my attitude with him is he kind of, you know, he seems like he's kind of excited about the whole thing with Luna Classic, but he's more reserved, if you will. So it's people go to him all the time, like, well, what do you think about this? And he's like, well, okay, validators go do this, that, and this, and then we'll talk from there. And then they come back to him, all right, well, we did this, and he's like, all right, cool, we're getting the ball rolling and so on, but you gotta have to go do this, that, and this, and then we can talk more. Kind of reminds me, like, I know I always throw out the thing of gaming, but like literally he's like the guy you turn in your quest to, right? To get experience point, if you will, at this point. So it's like you got to go to CZ, turn your quest in, and then it gives you a new quest. But in this case, it's like this is what you guys got to do, validators. This is what you guys got to do, um, you know, terror rebels and whatnot. So that's the way I look at it. Now, in regards to getting things fully implemented, he has kind of laid down um, the guide, if you will, on what he wants to see done. And that is, of course, reflective upon what you've seen with his Twitter replies and whatnot. But the bright side is this, right? Before we get too super excited with, oh, CZ, right? Two main takeaways. One, he could have been just an absolute you know what and been like, I don't have time for you guys. And he's not doing that. So that's a positive, right? The other thing is, um, when it comes to him, it's just yeah, like I mentioned before, he's a little bit more reserved, and he's given us the outline or guide on what to do. So from there, let's see how it goes before we get too excited. Now, I'm gonna get back to the comments. Um, let's see here. So Rafael Santos, Luna Classic or Shiba Inu. Any thoughts, sir? Max need to add more. Well, let's take a look at both of those real quick. So here is, I already have it up. My bad. Luna Classic is at 409394. If this goes back into red, this is going to go a little bit further down. Will it go down to the eights? Well, of course, that's all. That depends. Okay. Um, and then on top of that, comparing this to Shiba Inu, I'm just going to say without even looking at Shiba Inu, this is a better deal to get right now because it's at the 4 zeros compared to Shiba Inu, which is also at the 4 zeros. When it comes to Shiba Inu, I can't give you financial advice officially, but for me personally, I want to get into Shiba Inu. Well, I already am, but if I was going to get more of a bag, that's basically what I guess what you're asking. I would do it at the 5 zeros, and here's why. So, for instance, SHIB, I sitting at 4 zero. It's just a lot better of a deal. As the bottom line, your money is going to go further whenever it's more zeros, and that goes with anything. Um, in that regard. Now, something I do want to point out to you guys, for those of you, I know we're kind of bouncing back and forth, but I do want to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to go to KuCoin. There is a staking incentive. I know you heard all the doom and gloom. Get your money out or get your crypto off exchanges. Get them off exchanges. Okay, I get it. But what's the reason for that? Is it because of all the doom and glooms happening? That's fine. I understand. Who are you as an investor? Are you the investor that are in these projects for day trading, or are you the investor that is into these projects for the long term? The answer is the long term. Then of course that's a lot different. So for instance, we're going to go to the earn. I'll show you guys one of the cool promotions for Polygon going on. Because I'm very active on Matic. Of course, with Cardano, I did take advantage of the that promotion that you just saw there. I got to go back to it. So let's see. This is fixed, flexible. Hold on a second. So yeah, I mean, you got Phantom, but man, I need to get back to that. Hold on. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get back to it. That's the only thing that sucks sometimes on KuCoin. But let's see. Maybe I could just pull it back up again. Doing it this way. All right, Matic, 12.42% for 30 days. It's sold out. All right, yeah, that's the whole thing I wanted to point out to you guys. So it's sold out, but you got to keep in mind sometimes people they'll go ahead and pull it out. You can enter into the pool. So for instance, I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by that. Let me see real quick. I can't. Hold on a second. I don't care if you see my email because I got multiple emails. That's why. All right, so there it is. Yeah, 12.42%. So for instance, let's say you're like, this sounds cool, right? I might possibly want to do this. Let me show you how that would work. So for instance, we're going to use this as an example, right? Let's say hypothetically this was Polygon. So you go here, for instance, it will show you the max subscription slash pool, whatever. And of course, the other one is going to be at 100%. So, for instance, every now and then, some people will pull their money out. They'll pull out early for whatever reason, and then you can have an idea right here of how much is in that pool, and you could dump it in there. Keep in mind, if you want to pull anything out of KuCoin, it takes at least 3 days if it's staked. But I thought it was significant because, I mean, let's face it, like currently right now on crypto.com exchange, when it comes to the staking, I think the most was like something like 2 or 3%. I mean, it was just really, really it's crappy. So this 30-day promotion, that's significant. I'm doing I'm not currently doing the Matic because it was too late, but that one you saw for ADA before I was doing like 2%, that one was like 6.5%. So yeah, I mean, there's some really nice staking rewards in regards to that. So let's kick it back to some of the comments, and let's see here. So that was, of course, from Rafael Santos. Yeah, Blue Whale Ricky. Burns do not start burns tomorrow on Binance. Yeah, true. I mean, there's a lot of excitement about it. Will that create enough? I guess you could say a little bit of FOMO, right? A little bit of excitement. Yeah, we might see some price action in regards to that. I do think we're going to see a decent pump. Back to one of the videos I mentioned when I mentioned the whole thing of consolidation, you do see that consolidation. It's really basically kicked in that regard. I'll pull up Luna Classic since basically you mentioned that. So here's the 1 minute chart. Let's show the day chart real quick. Not enough for an apex or anything like that. Let's do a 12-hour, sorta, but nothing too darn significant. I mean, when I see a big apex, I'm like looking like way up. And then on top of that, let's go to I don't know. Let's do the two hour real quick. Lots of cells. So why is there lots of cells? Well, let's pull up some of this. So I'm going to type in Luna Classic. The 409377. I don't know why people are. I mean, if you're gonna sell it 3 zeros, right? That just makes sense. So I don't know. People have their own reason in that regard. I'm of course gonna go back to KuCoin. That was Bitcoin. Gonna go to Luna Classic. Let's see what else we got. 1 hour. Huh. Yeah, a lot of too much red. Too many cells. Oh man, look at that big candle on sell right there. Yeah. But now, I mean, there's some green coming back in. All right, let's do 5 minute. Lots of cells. 3 minute. Kind of 50-50 on that one. Of course, the 1 minute. Lots of cells. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on in regards to the burn, especially for tomorrow in that regard. I am going to go back to see how the volume's doing. The volume is just it's like not really not doing anything in that regard. And then of course, like I mentioned, all the cells look that's reflective upon the cells. So CMC is pretty accurate in regards to that. So all right, back to the comments. Let's see. Iron Lux Trader, gotta say it like Larry, right? Added mag for long-term hold. Praying plan on holding for 5 to 10 years. Okay, wow, you really having a really long-term hold. We all have our own reasons. For me personally, I'm taking profits off the top. I mean, I guess you could say if I'm going to give financial advice, that would technically, I'm not going to hold myself to that. I'm not going to say it. Just for me personally, I'm going to take profits off the top. But we all have our own reasons. You don't have to do that with everything, right? If you're really solid on Matic, you're like, man, Matic is my retirement fund, right? Well, you got to do what you got to do. Tim Shea, I got back in to Matic last week. Been adding on dips except today. Okay. Iron Lux Trader states he cashed out VGX at $1.03 early this morning. Wow. Nice. And he came in at 58 cents, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. That is a fantastic day trade you just did. Hats off to you in regards to that. They're on their own blockchain, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that. Oh no, they're not. They're Ethereum based. So do you get hit with a big ETH fee? How is ETH gas fees? Well, let's see. Um, huh. Let's see what's going on with ETH. I imagine it wasn't too bad because I mean, comparing to like a bull market, they're not loading up when I want like normal. Yeah, it's gonna take too long. All right. Yeah, just type in the comments if you got hit too much with a big fee. I'm kind of curious. I'm thinking that your fee probably was like, I don't know, anywhere from $5 to $15. That's not too bad. All right, back to the comments. Tim Shea, I got back in Matic last week. Okay. Also Tim Shea, been adding on dips except today. We have 164 people watching. Hey guys, thank you for that. Thank you for tuning into the big show, the Max show. I'm here on Wednesdays. Um, my new schedule, of course, is I'm here with Larry Monday and Tuesday, and also Thursday and Friday, and I have my own show on Wednesdays. I'd like to go ahead and thank you and welcome you for tuning in. We realize that you could be doing a lot of other things. You could be watching Netflix, you could be watching this, you could be doing that, but you know what? You are a smart person for wanting to learn more about crypto and wanting to learn about these volatile times that we're in. So you just being here speaks volumes about who you are. So I want to, of course, go ahead and thank you for joining us. We have a very welcoming community. So don't be bashful. Just go ahead and say something like, if it's your first time, say, hey, it's my first time here. And we have a very welcoming community that will go ahead and welcome you. If you happen to have nothing in your avatar, basically what I mean by that is it's a little circle left of your name, and it might just show a letter. And if it's blank, you're of course welcome to have that, but consider changing that to an avatar that speaks to more about who you are, like your hobbies, whatever. It just kind of, is a cool thing that we do basically. So thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate all of you. We are currently looking at what's going on with the subject of what? The subject of exchanges. Bottom line is like this, okay? Exchanges, are they worth investing in? Of course, I can't officially give you guys any financial advice, but me personally, I'm looking at exchanges in crypto right now. The main reason I'm looking at exchanges, not to put my money into, or I should say, buy crypto on these exchanges or anything like that, right? A lot of us are moving our money out of exchange or moving our crypto out of exchanges, right? I get it. We're putting on hardware wallets. We're doing whatever, right? My point is this: is when you hear the news of VGX is down, oh my God, it's dead. That right there you should be tuning in your mind a little bit more to like, okay, is this a buying opportunity for me? And my answer is basically yes. Why is that? Because when the fear is created, what do people do? They panic, they sell, right? That causes the crypto to take a nosedive. Then it goes super cheap. We saw that based on what? We saw it on VGX. How do we know that on VGX? Well, let me show you. So, for instance, the last 7 days, all right, look at this. Look how low this was. How low can you go? 14 cents, right? Then watch this, right? So this is back on the 11th or 11th and yeah, roughly around the 11th. So 14 cents, well above 14 cents. Let's say roughly 15 cents, okay? So today's the 13th. Within 2 days, if you would have, this is the ultimate day trade. Absolutely. You would have saw it first go up to these crazy amounts. So yesterday up to 30 cents. So right there, that's an easy 2x. And if you had held a little bit, right? And like obsessed over a chart, basically, right? Um, so if you came in at 15 cents, 30 cents is obviously a 2x, right? I mean, you can do the math. That's pretty significant. Hats off, of course, to Iron Lux Trader. That's what I'm talking about. Well, now some of these other exchanges, right? We'll get to that in a bit. I'm just going to double check the comments because I want to keep up with this. But we're going. It's just like the thumbnail shows, right? Is it the perfect time to invest in exchanges? We'll get a little bit more into that. Just want to take a moment to look at the comments. So let's see. Yeah, Tim Shea. I already got to that. Oh yeah, I got back into Mac last week. Been adding dips except today. Iron Lux Trader cashed out VGX. All right, I might mention that. Blue Whale Ricky, what you sipping on, Max? I'm not sipping on anything right now. I had some Coke, but I'm having problems with my AC. I had the AC guy come out today. He basically gave me some bad news. You just tell me like I need another AC or need to buy a new one. It's just like, what my attitude is: buy a brand new AC, buy crypto. What I mean? I know it sounds crazy, but it's like I could technically do both, but I don't know. Um, it's I need to get a spare AC in this room, and I'll be fine. I'll probably go down to Home Depot and do something like that. But yeah, so I'm not. I have you guys know me. I love Coca Cola, and I know that you mentioned you worked at Coca Cola. So hats out to your retirement. Boomer effing sooner. So Binance is going to start doing the 1.2% burn tomorrow. Yes and no. Look into it yourself a little bit more. It's a long read to a sense, I guess you could say. There's a back and forth between CZ and the community in regards to that. You can look into it. But yes, that is the hope. We hope that everything is going to be like, at the end of the day, the community, why wouldn't they take advantage of like some of the things that he's mentioned and so on? But yes, tomorrow, as in the 14th, XXI Gaming. What's up, Max? Have you heard a coin called Lunar Flare? Let's effing go. You know what? I have heard of Luna Flare. Don't know much about it. We could bring it up for just a second, and then we're going to get into the main topic. So I believe they're listed. If I'm not, I don't think I'm too far off. Luna Flare. I don't see it right here. Why do I see it here? Hold on. I could have sworn I heard that one. Let's see. Live Luna Flare price today is 6 to 7. Okay, hold on. So it's just listed different. Why is it listed different? Oh, my. Oh my gosh. Seriously? You literally typed it in, but I thought you meant let's effing go. See how overused that is? And I can see what they did. That's kind of okay. That's unique. All right, that's unique. All right, jokes on me, right? Um, okay. So it's okay. Low market cap sitting at 0.365923. So 3 6. Okay, 6 zeros. Had all time high of 3 4. Okay, so shade off at least 1 0. Um, oh man, very bad volume. 3,255. Why is that? That's really alarming. Um, okay. Let's check out the Binance Smart Chain contract address. Let's pull up their site real quick. Luna Flare, unleash the burn. Unleash the burn. Look at that. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool how that loaded up. All right. Look at these craters. That's from Larry throwing his gratitude rock right through the freaking window, and that's where it landed. Made these craters. No, not really. All right, so they got a decent white paper. Okay. Oh, all that sounds great, right? Maximus is going to token sniff them. Yes, I will. How long ago was it? Oh, this is new. This is very new. Okay. So, will I token sniffer then? Yes, I will. Let's token sniffer them. Let's be like it's the 80s all over again. No, I'm kidding. That's bad. Family show, right? I've never gotten into that type of thing. I never anyway. All right, so let's pull it up. Demon Show, Luna Flare. Yep. Let's see what's going on. Before we do that real quick, do they have any kind of audit already? Oh, they don't. Okay. 45 out of 100. All right. Sellable, not a honeypot. Buy fee 3%. Sell fee 9. That's fine. Ownership renounced. Does not contain an owner contract. Can manipulate it. And that's not good. Adequate liquidity and adequate initial. That's good. But not enough locked. Could move significant amounts for rug. The owner creator wallet contains less than 5%. That's good. The main issue is just the liquidity is not locked up. All right, they're new. Gotta give them a chance, right? But the main two things is they could change the contract. That's a big no-no, especially in this day and age. Let's be honest, right? We want like more. We want the teams to be, dev teams to be docs. We want to be transparent, etc. So, all right, we'll look more into this, right? But thank you for bringing it up. All right, Blue Ricky. Last I heard, CZ said he is not doing the work. If you want done, rebels have to do it, and it's not tomorrow. Well, so what? I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, CZ is always going to be like that. Like that's basically what I was mentioning earlier. I know he came in a little bit late, and that's fine, Ricky. Um, but yeah, that's something we talked about earlier, and that is he's kind of like the guy in the video game. He's the NPC or whatever. He's the guy you're delivering your quest to, and you're gonna get experience points from him. But you gotta listen to what he says. He's giving you tasks. You gotta go do these tasks. So that's the way I look at CZ. He's literally saying, "All right, do do this, that, and this, and come back to me. And if you do that, then we might be able to cooperate. We might be able to work together, and that's fine." Again, he could have been the guy that said, "I ain't doing squat for you guys. Screw Luna Classic and all that." He's not saying that, so that is positive. All right, Tim Shea, please like and hit that like button. Yeah, please like the hit button. I know what you meant to say. That's funny. 137 people watching right now. Somebody's calling me, but they could just wait because I don't know what number that's from, and I'm on the live show. Um, let's see. Also, man, I gotta get back up to the comments. Sorry about that, guys. It just sometimes it kind of jumps. You know what I mean? All right, let me see. Okay, Boomer F and Sooner. Thanks, Ricky. Blue Whale Ricky. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Rafael Santos. Thanks, Sir Max. Salamat. Yes, Salamat. Salamat Po. Um, Boomer F and Sooner. That 1% burn tax built into Shiba Inu will be huge for Shiba. Give me just a second. Just kind of had to clear myself. Don't want to do it on camera, or don't want you guys to hear it because it's. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that 1% burn tax built into Shiba Inu will be huge for Shiba. Yes, I totally agree. It will be huge for Shiba. Why will it be huge for Shiba? Well, because it will, and because of the what? The max supply, the circulating supply. So let's take a moment to look into Shiba Inu, SHIB. So are we doing on time? Okay. So the circulating supply is 549 billion. I believe Shiba Inu has burned about half of their supply, or 40% to 50% since they first came out. Um, so, for instance, the 1%, let's go ahead and take that. I know this is kind of a little bit different, but actually, what's the name of that one site? Oh, man. Let's go to Math is Fun. That way you can see the whole thing. I actually like this site. So if you ever want to see something that just breaks down the whole zeros without making it complicated, you can use this. Hold on. I'm gonna. Where is my SHIB? That's Luna Flare. I thought I just had. See, I got too many tabs open. All right. So here's the circulating supply. So let's just say 549,063, and then we'll do a billion. Um. So so 369. There we go. So that's 549 billion. And we're going to times that by, I think you just said an even percent, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yep, 1%. So times 0.01. Oh, heck, I could have just done that myself. All right, so the new figure that we have is, all right, so yeah, it's going to burn five, hold on a second. Let me double check that. 3, 6, 9, 5 billion, roughly about 5.5 billion. That is very, very significant. So yes, that is going to play a big factor. That's things like that is why I'm like so, like, I guess you could say, like, comfortable with Shiba Inu. Everybody panics when it comes to Shiba Inu. My attitude is, yeah, I'm gonna take profits off the top, like, new all-time highs, but I still see, like, if we have crypto winter, not as in the guy that from our community, but crypto meltdown ending, and the bull market starts in, like roughly around September 1st and so on. I'm gonna basically say like I don't know October, November of 2022, we could possibly see new all-time highs for Shiba Inu. How's it gonna happen? The burns, the introductions of Shibarium, right? As we know, a public beta. I mean, come on, guys. Like, yeah, we want things to be released soon, but again, it's kind of like this concept: Chinese food. I know you're like, what the heck, Max? Why are you mentioning Chinese food? I'm gonna throw out Chinese food. It's like this. I love Chinese food. All right. I'm part Chinese. I am. Okay. I like my Chinese food to be fresh. I like to be good quality. Am I going to go to the Chinese buffet and the food is just kind of meh? No. Shiba Inu. Like they take their sweet time with some of the stuff, but they do have a collection of good things going out, coming out for it. So, yeah, that 5.5 billion. That is a nice figure. And so we'll see, to say the least. All right, let's get back in the comments. Um, Blue Whale Ricky. So that really sucks for us on Burn, is we get taxed when we cash out. Like 4 million coins would be 48K. You know what? That's crypto, man. I mean, that's the way it is with everything. Sorry. Um, hey Tim Shea, I think when Shibarium hits, Shib will run even with the high market cap. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Blue Wall Ricky, Max, I sent you a question on Twitter about Luna Classic. I already answered that earlier. You might want to check that, unless you sent me another one. Shib Army from 2112 Crypto. Yeah, welcome back. Good to see you again. Shib Army says, I guess he's doing like the rock on. Yeah, rock on, man. 176 viewers, only 18 likes. Smash it. Yeah, I agree. Like, what the heck's up with that, right? Boomer F and Sooner. Okay, I'm confused. What burn is tomorrow? The Luna Classic, basically. You can look more into that. I just don't want to spend like the whole time focusing just on that one particular subject. Soul Harvester. I'm torn on custodial and non-custodial. I want to secure my stuff, and I already moved my stuff to a wallet, but I was dollar cost averaging daily and can't in cold storage. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can't have your cake and eat it too, is basically where it goes with that. Problem is, I still want to dollar cost average. Well, you can still dollar cost average on a different bag. I mean, you can't. You obviously have one bag and you put it into your storage, but I mean, you can still get a separate bag and you can get on a different exchange if you want. But it's your call on that. 2112 Crypto, leaving funds on a centralized exchange may not be a good idea. Yeah, look up some cold wallet options like Ledger. Just saying. Yeah, we all got, you know, um, we all have our own reasons. Okay. XXI Gaming, guys, get the likes up, man. Come on. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what's going on with that. Blue Ricky. I mean, we got a lot of people watching. I don't know. Maybe it's just a lot of people on their couch or whatever. I don't know. Blue Eye Ricky, no burns tomorrow. Boomer, not for classic. Um, Boomer F and Center, cool. Thought I heard Max mention a burn tomorrow. Yeah, I have to double check on that because I could have sworn there was going to be, unless they changed their minds. So not saying I'm always right. Um, and then for instance, we got Hey Tim Shea, Terrarium is burning in July 29th. Might be Shiba Doge. Nice. Blue Well Ricky, I think he talking about Shib. Maybe I'm wrong, but no big burn that I know of. Max P, another great live. Thank you for that, Max P. You've always been really supportive. I really appreciate that. And sometimes I think you even watch the recorded. Guys, help the channel. Don't just watch live. Watch them the record, believe it or not. That really, really helps us. Iron Lux Trader. I bought $100 worth of Voyager on Coinbase around 33 cents a coin yesterday. Sold all the coins when it hit $1.03 at 6:30 a.m. Cashed out. Yeah. Look at Iron Lux, right? 256.44, made 156 profit, and then bought 256.44 MAC for long-term hold. Okay. Well, worked out for you, man. Fred, Shiba Punks, it's the chosen one. Boomer F and Sooner. That's from Frank Ox DX. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Boomer F and Sooner. 549 trillion times 1% is 5.49 trillion. Not built. Yeah, sorry about that. A little bit off on the zeros. Sorry. My apologies. Still, it's very significant. CPG was paid off 3 billion of debt in a few years, and lowest PE, which is Jim Cramer, could have bought shares since I first talked to him on Monday. Then Tuesday was on a lightning round this evening. Michael Anthony. Okay. Give me just a second. All right, getting more of the comments. I think we're almost close to the bottom. Tito, Ghost Coin 10. Don't remember you. I mean, maybe I saw you before. Maybe Larry did. What's up, guys? Have you checked out Volt Inu? The next Shiba is here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys are everywhere. If a person has not heard about Volt by now, they're living under a rock. All right, Michael Anthony. I'm invested in Volt. I just don't hold as big of a bag as other people. I only have about $100 worth. Michael Anthony, WBD, also has Elvis at the movies since the spinoff from $T with insiders buying up shares higher than today closing price. Frank Gox, DX, Shiba Punks, all-time high of 945,000. I'm sorry, I'm just not saying that word. Boomer F. Sooner, very significant. Yeah, I agree. And then, of course, Iron Lux Trader Tito is never a good idea to buy meme tokens during a bear market / winter. Yeah, especially if they're like just introduced. There's, of course, some that have been around for a while, right? That could possibly be good opportunities to get into. It just, of course, depends. Coochie Boy, Slut Max, sniff this new token, please. Rocketfi, a BEP20. All right, we'll get into that. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys some of this information I want to show you. So let's do some sniffing. Rocketfi. Come on, I want to pull it up on CMC first. That way I can just get the contract real quick. All right, I think that's it. Ranked 4,889. Let's pull it up. Volume, not much volume, only 14,776. Okay, but it's very, very low market cap. Okay, unconfirmed market cap of under 700K. Fully diluted 802. All right. All right, did I pull up the contract? I think I did. All right, Rocketfi. 50 out of 100. High selfie, but it's not the end of the world. Contract can be manipulated. All the holders possess less than 5% of the circulating supply. No, okay. So there's a big wallet. So whale can basically dump the position. It's going to affect the price big time. There is adequate liquidity and initial liquidity. They have 95% locked. Well, all right. So look, this one is medium to high risk in that regard. I do like the idea that the liquidity is locked up. That's a positive. The only thing I don't like is the owner contract. When I see this, the selfie is 14%. That tells me, and then I see this right here. So, for instance, two big red flags, right, Coochie Boy? Obviously, this, because let's face it, maybe originally when this was listed, right? Let's see how long this was listed. But maybe when it was originally listed, it was below the 10% threshold. So, this is brand new coin, brand new token. Sorry. So, brand new token. Could have very well been below that 10%, but now it's 14%. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that's a realistic hypothetical, right? And then this right here matches up, right? Manipulating the price. Again, the selfie. So my thing is, I don't want to see you get wrecked. I don't want to see anybody get wrecked. I don't want this to be a situation in which just like, for instance, I'm gonna throw out one out there. Ninja Floki, right? Ninja Floki, like, I put in like $156 at the beginning of the year, right? And I saw it go up to like 8,800. And I was like, oh my goodness. Pat on the back. Look at that. Doing like the, the dance. Do the dance, right? All super happy. Then I go to cash out, right? It was a Binance Smart Chain contract, right? Go to cash out. Find out that 90% selfie. So it literally went up overnight due to this stupid contract. And I even looked into it before I got into it, just like you're seeing right now. But at the time, the selfie was well below that 10% for Ninja Floki and the darn ownership contract. That means somebody from the dev team went in, changed the ownership contract to manipulate the selfie price. I hate that. Whenever I saw that, all this crap down here about the liquidity, it was irrelevant. So again, this is a medium to high risk, in my humble opinion. Do more of your own research. Don't want to see you get wrecked or anybody. All right, so let's go back. Um, Michael Anthony, WBD book value is 2025 with a PE of $7.04, which closed today at 14.18. Okay. Tito, y'all don't want to miss coming out with the NFTs. Thank you for that. Captain's channel, Camino JP. Okay. Cram it. I remember you cram it. Yeah. Koraturi should do that with Konoturi. Yeah, sorry to mispronounce that. Cram it. Be good to know what we should make better. Um, Iron Lux Trader Tito the Train came and left for Volt. Anyone who enters a position on Volt is going to be exit liquidity for everyone who is down. That's why I'm not even in a big rush to get to the V2. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not bashing Volt. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of other ones that are good to get into. But if you're passionate about Volt, then hey, that's you. Not saying that's you, Iron Lux, but I'm just saying in general. The Jin, am late talking to my brother about meditation and my Buddhist teachers. Stay within your own self to achieve that within you. Dr. Jin's words. Cool. All right, Carlos Clamaco. Like I said, is the next shib. Coochie boy, thanks. Michael Anthony, I know traders and investors have been following oil to sell, buy a company shares in the direction of oil, which he states is very wrong to do when investing into any oil company like CPG, which is hedged at $100 a barrel. Wow. Okay. Boomer effing sooner. Wait, Shibarian won't have an overall 1% burn on Shiba. Is a 1% burn tax on buy sells correct? Or am I wrong? I have to double check that, to be honest. I'm not going to BS you. I never do. Cram it. Hey, Max. Been checking in every once in a while, but prefer to watch live on Twitter for some reason. Yeah, that's fine. We all have our platform that we prefer. All right, let's get back into it. A little over 100 people watching, 31 likes. Thank you for that. Let's try to get those likes up. So, main topic of the day: should you invest? Again, it's not financial advice for me personally. Just generally stating, should you invest in exchanges? And is now the time to take advantage of these, flash sales, if you will. Shout out, of course, to Iron Lux Trader. Shout out, of course, to Common Sense. They both did well on investing in Voyager. Me personally, I was really on the fence on that, and I wish I would have done it because that would have been a nice day trade, and I would have made that a day trade. I would not have been trying to do that long term, because I got too many long term ones. I want to do some day trades. That just makes sense to me. It's like why wouldn't you want to do some of the day trades? Um, so shout out to you guys and congrats in regards to that. Moving along. We do currently see that the overall crypto market cap has gone up about 4%. It's at 902 billion. All right, here's another one, Uniswap. Very volatile times. I personally seen this around the $5 level, maybe $4.95 at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check that. Let's see. Let's do last 3 months. So of course, there's always everything right here because that darn Luna. What happened to Luna? All right, so yeah, it was well below 5. It was about 416. Of course, I was back on May 12th. Man, 355. Man, 6-4. That was on June 14th. My goodness. And then June 18th, 353. So yeah, I mean, there's your answer right there. So for those who came in at those price levels, and even at where it's at right now, right? So let's say 315. I'm sorry. Yeah, 354. Let's just say round it off to 350. And then you're seeing it at 612. I mean, it's not quite a 2x, but that's not too shabby. And yeah, there's a lot of things going on with them as in Uniswap being threatened to be sued, the whole SEC thing potentially and so on. But you know what? Again, do you get in when those things happen, or do you recognize the opportunities now? And then basically, it's not quite a day trade, but let's face it, it's I mean, come on, man, we're sitting at close to the 1 month mark. So for somebody that came in with a decent position, right, that is a nice amount to add to potentially your monthly income. That's just another example. Let's take a moment to recognize some of these other ones. KuCoin token, right? This time, instead of the last example was a DEX, right? Decentralized exchange. This is a centralized exchange. I'm just pointing out, of course, exchanges. Just real quick, let's see the volume on that one. So the volume on that DEX, which is Uniswap, is about 8.5%. KuCoin's volume is decent, 3,400,000, up 40%, sitting at $8.93, up about about 3%. But check it out. So the high for the year, well, within the last 365 days, was 2880. Let's see, according to CMC. So there's a few times you got to keep in mind, KuCoin has been around a long time, like since 2017. First all-time highs 2018. So let's see this mark, 59 cents. First all-time highs 2018, about 14. Then man, it's just kind of like leveled off for the longest time, right? And then boom, new almost new all-time highs in April 1878 of 2021. That was April through May was great for 2021, and then of course fourth quarter. All right, so close to all-time highs, so second all-time highs, and then new all-time highs in November, right? Roughly around that $26 mark. So yeah, I mean, it's recognizing this. This is a little bit more expensive. I don't know why that's not one of my favorites. Oh, I guess I'm not logged in at the moment. But the point is, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive and so on, but is that a nice opportunity? You also have to keep in mind this. Back to KuCoin. All right. So KuCoin has a thing. I can't pull it up at the moment, but I'll just state this. KuCoin has an incentive, or staking incentive, I should say. You buy off of their native site, as in KuCoin.com. You get a certain position of the KuCoin, and on top of that, you can stake at 50%. So is it better to do, weekly to monthly, daily, what do you want to call it, day trading, or is it worth to just stake? So to me, it's kind of like a combination on both on this particular one. We'll look at some of these other exchanges in a bit. I'm gonna get back to the comments, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about some of these centralized exchanges investing in their native token, and some of these decentralized exchanges investing into their native token? All right, so let's get back into it. Oh, got a super chat. I'll get back to some of the other comments. Michael Cornwell, hey, brother. Sorry I'm late to the show. No, that's all right. You got a family and so on. Appreciate you being here as always, Michael Cornwell. Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Let's get back into some of the comments. You know what? That's funny. That actually came in right after Kramitz, so that was perfect timing. Wow. All right, Mark Renton, based. Boomer Effort Sooner. Hey, Michael Cornwell. Yep, Michael Cornwell is like a star, basically, of our show and our community. Michael Anthony Kramer said this evening that Musk must buy Twitter or pay $1 billion breakup fee. Yeah, good luck with that. There's going to be a lot of drama. Let's face it, lots of drama when it comes to that. So get your popcorn out and whatnot. Carlos Clamaco. Oof, I want to get some Robinhood and Coinbase stocks. Okay. Michael Cornwell, how's it going? It's going pretty good, man. Thank you for asking. It's just hot. It's Phoenix. It's hot. April Cornwell, hey, sorry so late. Was cooking and it has some company. Here's your flowers. Stopping by to say hey. Thanks, April. Appreciate you as always. Boomer F and Sooner, good dude. Boomer F and Sooner. Hello, Mrs. Cornwell. Cody Core, this is Max. Yes, Cody Core, good to see you, man. Glad you're still sporting the Bam Bam Bigelow looking beanie. Always appreciate seeing you, man. The Gin, my posse's on Broadway. Yep. Old school hip hop. Michael Anthony, the Bitcoin ETF looks like major support at 1150 area and looks safe to me, and I will place a bid at 1150 tomorrow myself. Okay. Michael Anthony, the Bitcoin ETF is BITO, looks safe at 1150 area. Okay. The Gin, it cooks some Mexican pork ribs. Oh yeah. Uh, you said Adobe, but I think you meant adobo style, right? Or maybe you did. Oh, on the Adobe brick. Okay, with some green salsa with avocado. Yeah, you always got your avocado. Right on. Michael Anthony, BITF looks safe at $5 area by a chart. Boomer effing sooner. Hey, Michael Cornwell, do you remember movie review in Hera by Country Boy? Michael Anthony, I have a certain type of chart that gives me a major support that works, which is made for pinch play SD. And then Coochie Boy at Michael Cornwell, check out the new token Rocketfy. Let me know your thoughts. Cody Core, Lol Larry, did he run away? No, man, he didn't run away. Not at all. Larry has been killing it with the whole uh, two shows every freaking day for since like April, man. So like that's like what, probably like over 120 shows. The guy needs a break basically. So today is his break. So for now, he's having Wednesdays off, and then gives me the opportunity to do my own show with you guys at least once a week. So for me, I know you just got here not that long ago, Cody. So for me, it's Mondays and Tuesdays with Larry. Wednesday, my own show, but only at 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't do one earlier. And then also Thursday and Friday back with Larry, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. But of course, Larry has his normal shows at like 3 Eastern and so on. But that might change. But yeah, he's just taking a break. You know, we all need a break, man. I mean, this is a grind. We've been really, really devoting a lot to this because we see the vision, and like he's mentioned to me, and I'll state it back, not just because we're going to state it and oh, it's cool to say it, right? We all have a dream, but in reality, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, and you guys know I'm not going to BS you on anything, and that is this: I truly believe that if this was a bull market and we had a steady, like a steady bull market, within 3 months, we would have like about 20,000 subs by now if it was a bull market. And that's not overselling that or overstating it. It's just the reality of it. You look at some like channels that are like roughly around like our level or whatever of influence. It's a similar story in that regard. We all appreciate you guys big time. You're coming in, you're watching, you're taking advantage of the bearish times. You're buying low. The saying goes, buy low, sell high. But let's face it, when it comes to audience, people want to watch like crypto shows and et cetera, et cetera. The masses, I should say, when everything is in the green. That's just the reality of it. And that even, you know, I know I'm not supposed to use this term top influencers, but it's even affecting top influencers, and you can see that for yourself. So, but yeah, no, he didn't run away. He's just taking a break. Um, he'll be back tomorrow. Michael Anthony, VGR major support has been at the $10 level, but that support level could break tomorrow. Okay. Boomer F and Sooner spent $400 at Sam's today. Sam's Club, yeah, I go there too. Then we got taco mayo for dinner. Nice. I like it like that. I think it goes very well with tacos as well. Cram it. 2 a day since April. Wow, I mean that's an achievement. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, it's just to compete with top influencers or we want to call it. The way I look at it, we have to stand out. We can't just we got to do things, whether it's me doing recorded videos all the time or us doing the streams. I mean, the combination of those two things, right? It's called the YouTube algorithm, basically, triggering itself. And I did enough research to find out that it takes about 1 to 3 months for it to really, really recommend your channel. So as a result, we're grinding away, man. And as you guys are doing in your own life, whatever job or career you have, we're all part of this grind. Our grind is different from some other people's grind, but that's what we choose to do. And we don't want to take a break until, you know, the hard work has paid off. So I can't thank you guys enough. From bottom of my heart, like, thank you. Really. There will be a time in which we'll look back at these times and basically remember the grind, if you will. So I'll just throw that out there. All right. So Michael Anthony's SWBI major support has been at $13 area, which on earnings did announce a dividend, which made 0.82 a few weeks ago. Okay. Cody Core, cool, nice. I will be trying to watch. Well, thank you for that. Michael Cornwell, Rocket5 looks fun. Where do I get it? Lol. Crypto Winner. What's up, guys? Sorry, was treating my sprained ankle. Good show. Crypto winner traders. Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Crypto winner traders reality. Please watch Tino. It will save you guys a lot of drama. The Jin at Max. I love you, brother. We can play Contra. You gamer 100%. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll do some up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. Right. All right. Coochie Boy. It looks like Pancake Swap with wrapped BNB. Coochie Boy just saw it. Contra in VR. Okay. So let's get a little bit more further into this. So we did briefly talk about KuCoin. You can get 50% staking incentives through KuCoin. Um, or if you're not wanting to do that, I still feel as though that this is um, a decent centralized exchange to get into if you want, again, the topic of is this now the perfect time to invest in exchanges, whether they're centralized or decentralized. They have been on my watch list, and for me personally, yeah, I think so. Could it, could the market go further down? Yeah, absolutely, you could. But it's recognizing some of these VGX obviously proved its point. All the naysayers, all the, I guess you could say, the FUD, the fear, but mainly the fear, right? I understand that FUD means fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but let's just be honest. Mainly just focus on the fear. A lot of people, of course, panicked. The price tanked significantly, went down to about 15 cents, and it rebounded significantly. Iron Lux Trader could tell you all about it. Common sense, not as in common sense crypto, although I like Rich, he's a great person. Talking about common sense from our community. They both did well. Hats off to them. All right, moving further, Kronos, right? Centralized exchange. This is their native token. Um, as far as the cost, return on your investment, or having the most for the least amount of money, this is probably the more safer choice. I truly believe that it's still going to overtake Binance as far as um, not just on the, well, possibly on the price, but more like on the market cap, right? But yeah, I mean, if this went down to 10 cents or below, even at 11 cents is a great buy. Heck, I came into Kronos at 17 cents, so I go up to about a little over 90 cents, turn 1700 into a little over 10K. All right, and then with my staking that I still have with um, the decentralized app, the crypto.com decentralized app, I have a little over 11,000 of the coins. So my thing is this, right? Kronos, great buy. Recognize the great buys. Kronos is great. So another, exchange. Should you get into it? Is now the best time to get into it? Well, you got to make the decision. But based on how the prices are now compared to, how they were back in all-time highs, like I think this is all-time highs was like what, October, September? Can't really remember. Let me see real quick. Okay, it was November. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. So, I mean, look at the price compared to then. It's why wouldn't you want to load up at these prices instead of, I don't know, partially FOMOing in as it goes up? You don't want to do that. Of course, you don't want to do that. All right, let's look at one more before we get into some of the comments. Is BNB, um, a nice native token or coin, I should say, to get into? Um, that also has, like, it's a centralized exchange. This is their native coin. Well, based on, the high last year of 669, yeah, it's an expensive coin. But you know what? We all have our own stories. Some of you guys have been in crypto longer, in which something a price like that, you don't even bat an eye to it. But I'll see this much, right? So for instance, the beginning of last year, this was sitting at roughly about, yeah, about $41, right? So you saw all-time highs at about $66.19. Currently, it's at 230. Will you see new all-time highs when the market becomes bullish? Well, if you did, it would be well above the $670 mark. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you guys. I do see new all-time highs on the horizon for Binance. Yeah, crypto.com is doing a lot better job um, here in the United States as far as the marketing, but that's a given. This is more focused on the European and Asian markets. So those are things you need to consider. Do you buy a handful of these? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I will tell you this much. Recognize How long ago all-time highs were? Recognize the marketing. Recognize also what? Recognize the market that they are appealing to, the market that they are appealing or catering to, I should say. European markets, Asian markets. Then go from there. Type in different URLs, right? What do I mean by different URLs, right? So if you're getting your news from like yahoo.com, Yahoo Finance, maybe you do something like yahoo.uk, right? You switch it up. You see what's going on from the news that's being broadcast to those. It's easy. You just got to look more into it. All right, so let's kick it back to the comments. Michael Anthony, BBWI. I did another upgrade today to 45 bucks. All right, cool. And I've been waiting to bounce to the 20-day moving average, which I bought almost a week ago. All right, right on. Crypto winner. I think KuCoin and BNB is going to be the future of exchanges. Who would have known? Yeah, basically. I'm a big fan, of course, as you guys know, of KuCoin. Mainly because it just is for to me it's simple. I understand a lot of people are confused with it. I don't know. Maybe you know what, at some point, maybe I'll just do a tutorial on how to go through KuCoin. I know some people get kind of confused on it. And that's okay. We all have our different levels of knowledge or comfort levels, and there's nothing wrong with it. The Jin at Max, you cheater, 100 lives on Contra. Lol. Come on, everybody did that back in the day. And single player or local co-op, right? Against the computer. That is fine. You are an absolute piece of you know what. If you hack online in an online video game against other people, like you could just dismiss yourself from here. That's how much I hate people like that. Like that is the biggest sin of all. If you have an unfair advantage in an online multiplayer game by using cheats, like aimbots and all that stuff, like get out of here with that. That is nonsense. I would never do that. Like, no. Big fat no. All right. Michael Anthony, July 13th, 22nd, 9:56 a.m. Raymond James initiates Bath and Body Works stock coverage with $45 price target. Okay. Boomer effing sooner. Crow is a great buy. Yeah, it really, really is. I mean, I thought it was a great buy when I got it for 17 cents, let alone, you know, 11 cents right now. Michael Anthony, ABEV also did get an upgrade, which anyone should know to buy at 250 with the company selling beer and soda. Cody Core, do you think XRP can hit $5 or 5,000? Both. Absolutely. I'm a big fan. I don't even hold it yet because I'm a little bit more greedy, but I am getting. I even mentioned it to my family on a daily. I mentioned to my girlfriend. I mentioned to everybody, my best friends, everybody. I mentioned I'm gonna get XRP and I'm gonna keep loading up on it literally monthly. I feel like that is the life changing money. Yeah, I'm gonna have life changing money, right? Because I have some good positions on roughly 40 different projects. But for me, it's this, right? When I see XRP, for instance, I know we already looked at Voyager, but for instance, when I see XRP, and when I was really considering like paying like over $1 at one point, right? Um, if this market tanks more, again, 25-cent level, I want to get four for a buck. But I'll not a lot of times I recommend other YouTube channels. I will recommend Rich from Common Sense Crypto, right? He has a unique way of keeping it interesting and explaining it in detail of how this all makes sense. All right. I don't have enough time to devote like just to XRP. And there's people like him that do a little bit better job explaining it. But I'll just give you the quick gist. When you have a crypto like this that is not just potentially, but like there's all the earmarks and there's all the ducks lined up, if you will, that they're going to basically be replacing Swift. And Swift is, uh, literally how we go, or we as in countries go about exchanging money amongst countries, right? And XRP is going to be a more efficient way of doing so. When the old model, the old 20th century model of Swift, basically would take anywhere from half an hour to an hour to transfer billions or trillions of that money between countries, and XRP can basically do it within, I don't know, 3 seconds, or the finalization maybe like, I don't know, 5 minutes at the most, but reality, what, 3 to 6 seconds? That is huge. You may think, well, what's the big deal? Like, so what? No, time is money, as the saying goes. Time is absolutely money. Um, there's some things that are going to be on the horizon up in, coming up in November. Um, shout out, of course, Michael Cornwell, always mentioned ISO 2022 compliant. It's just that XRP is one of them. XLM. You got to look at the concept of XRP as being like the gold, if you will. There's a lot more to this. XLM is the silver, if you will. Some of these terms, you're like, if you don't get the lingo, might sound kind of like, what is he talking about? But look into it for yourself. I do actually recommend how he breaks it down, Rich over at Common Sense Crypto. Um, you know, it's just that I'm very excited about it because for me personally, I did hear about Bitcoin back in like 2009, 2010, right when it first started. Like literally at that time, there was Bitcoin, there was what's now Ethereum Classic, right? There was Litecoin, and like that was basically it, right? That was it. And I had opportunities to get Bitcoin at those groundbreaking levels, and they didn't do it because I got burned on some other opportunities I got into at the time. I'm not gonna get into the full thing on how that happened, but I'll state this: I got burned, and I got burned big time. And for me, when I see XRP, I think to myself, all right, this is now the next big moment for you, man. Um, Recognize it, take advantage of these opportunities. Don't let that go by. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies I want to get involved in, and I still will. But XRP is the very, very number one top of my list right now. You know how I'm a big fan of Shiba Inu and so on, right? But I already have SHIB. I don't have XRP yet because I'm being a little bit more greedy. Now, if I notice that, I'll put it this way: if I saw 3 straight days of bullish momentum, yeah, I would load up immediately on XRP. Even if this thing went up to like 35, 36 cents or 38 or 40, I would load up on it because I wouldn't want to take the chance if if it was like, oh no, going the other way. Anyway, kind of got off on a tangent right there. To answer your question, I'll state this, Cody Core. XRP, I see it not only going to $10 at any moment, right? Especially when this SEC thing dies down, especially when November hits with the introduction of CBDC, right? Yeah, you do see a little bit of that already going on in in Europe, basically, like the European digital dollar, if you will. Well, that doesn't even sound right. European digital euro. There you go. But here in the US, the introduction of CBDC in November, I think that's crucial. I also think XRP is going to do fine, even if they lose the SEC lawsuit. All right. They lose that lawsuit. I still think they're going to be more than fine because they have so many great things that are going to be happening for them, in which they might not even need the US. But of course, if they win the SEC lawsuit, that's just going to trigger things even more and make it more that much more great. So yeah, $5. I don't know about 5,000, but I will state this: I think well over 1,000 in the future. How long? Maybe 5 years. I don't know. But again, XRP stands out like how Bitcoin before the halving of Bitcoin, right? Those people who didn't even know about crypto, who just threw in a certain amount into Bitcoin, and then like literally became millionaires and so on. That's the way I look at XRP. We're not gonna become overnight millionaires. Um, I don't think we're gonna be overnight millionaires in anything unless you got like really lucky, like with Dogecoin or some of these other ones. Um, Crypto is a marathon, if you will. It's not necessarily a race to finish first, but that's the way I look at it. I sound a little bit passionate there with XRP because rightfully so. They got some awesome stuff going on, man. Uh, Follow the money, as the saying goes. All right, getting back into the comments. Um, 2112 crypto XRP thumbs up. Yep, Boomer F sooner. Got some of that QNT on the dip. Looks amazing. Cool. I'm glad you did. I heard a lot of good things in regards to that. Cody Core, I've heard like 20K or higher. What do you think? It could be higher. Yeah. Again, I went on a little tangent with that. You can draw your own conclusion. I'll put it this way: I know Michael Cornwell watches Rich from Common Sense Crypto quite often. Ask Michael Cornwell what he thinks of XRP. I'll just leave it at that. Um, yeah. All right. So crypto winner, Lucky Dog, Quantum or Quant. Oh, sorry, QNT at 45. QNT between 5 and and 8K. That was from Boomer F and Sooner. Excuse me. Should have brought some water. My bad. Michael Cornwell, gold backed blockchain. Yeah, and then you got to look at Stellar Lumens is basically like the silver backed, if you will. And of course, Rich breaks that more down. If you guys are like, what are you guys talking about? All right, crypto winner. I think XRP is going to hit like Shiba when she went to the moon. More than that, man. I'll be honest, more than that. But yeah, I understand as far as the being parabolic. Okay, if we're talking about being parabolic, yeah, absolutely. 2112 crypto SEC may be irrelevant soon. Yeah, yeah. They think they got a lot of clout and so on. Okay, you have all the clout you want, but if the central banks, right, whether the ones located in Europe or in Asian markets and so on, are already making moves behind the scenes, right? Then it's basically like this. It's like, okay, why are they doing that? I need to look into that. Then you read up about it. Then you can come to your own conclusion. And it's just like, oh, wow, this is amazing. XRP, more people need to talk about XRP. Well, be an XRP disciple, if you will. Spread the gospel of XRP. I did see a super chat come in. Michael Cornwell, instant liquidity in growing each country. Yeah, absolutely. Where did we go in the comments? I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's see here. Yeah, SEC irrelevant soon. 2112 crypto. Joyce Cloyce. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Just got here. Prediction for CRO. We did talk about CRO just a little bit earlier. So my prediction for CRO. All right, so currently it's 11 cents. I mean, here's the way I look at it. I saw it go over 92 cents back in last November. Again, I turned 1,700 into a little over 10K. The big three players for me last year was Doge. Basically turned $300 investment into a little over 22K. Shiba Inu 8K into 88K. And of course, Chronos $1,700 into a little over 10K. My thoughts on Crow for the future. I still believe that this is going to overtake BNB as far as market cap goes. I don't know about necessarily price, but maybe it could get to like half the price. I know that sounds crazy, right? Oh, well, a lot of things got to happen in the market cap, Max. You're out of your mind. You don't know math. You're losing it, man. You've been drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, whatever you want to call it, but I've been in this long enough to see those same comments be mentioned about things like Shiba Inu. All right. But yeah, basically, once this market cap gets back up to like 3-4 trillion, we'll be having that conversation. How long is that going to take? I truly believe that you will see Crow, which is further down this list, right? 22nd overall, market cap of close to 3 billion, right? BNB is sitting at 1.4 trillion dollar. I'm sorry, trillion. Yeah, I guess so. I'm looking at it right. 1.4 trillion market cap. You can see those two kind of going toe to toe with each other. Mainly, I would say from the marketing and the adoption and so on. But let's face it, BNB will always cater well to the European and Asian markets. That's just a given. Will Crow be able to keep up with that? I believe so. I don't think it will necessarily get to like the same price level. Let's say we get to all-time highs with BNB, it's like over 600. I think Crow could be like around the $300 mark. But again, what stands out with Crow? The burns. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I'm very excited when it comes to Crow. The burns, the adoption, the marketing. They got so many awesome things going on. All right, so let's see here. We talked about Crow, 2112 crypto. And by the way, we have about 120 people watching right now. Thank you for tuning in to the big show, the Max show for Crypto Talk now. But of course, the biggest show is always the Max and Larry show. Shout out to my co-host, Larry, who is very passionate about all this, the vision that we have with our network. We want to thank you, of course, for joining us. We are an ever-growing network ever-growing community. If this is your first time tuning in, consider changing your avatar to something that speaks to like who you are, like your hobbies. Let's say you're in the baseball, basketball. Like for me personally, I know it sounds crazy, like to have be a fan of more than one team, but my mom, she was a huge Phoenix Suns fan. And so naturally, I was a Phoenix Suns fan. But I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon. So my allegiance is always going to be, of course, to the Portland Trailblazers. But you know, those two teams, my two favorite teams are the Portland Trail Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. So if I came in here, right, I probably would have an avatar that shows like half a Blazer logo and the other half would be like a Suns logo or something like that. So if you're in the basketball or something like that, consider doing something like that and we'll know a little bit more about you. Don't be bashful. Type in the comments because believe it or not, is while you type in the comments, any question or comment actually helps our channel grow because it triggers the YouTube algorithm. YouTube rewards channels that have engagement. That's what they love to see. It's kind of like it's feeding the beast, right? That's what we want to do. So thank you for joining us. Let's get right back into it. And of course, we have an ever-growing community, a welcoming community. If you type in a comment, people aren't going to bite your head off here. All right. This is not like you just got out of a Call of Duty session where everybody's using a bunch of racist slang or saying a bunch of filthy language or just treating you like dirt. Here, people are respectful for the most part. Um, Once in a while, we have some bad apples, but that's a given anywhere. But for the most part, we have a very great community. So thank you, and I welcome you. Let's get back to the comments. So 2112 crypto exchanges should do well. Let's see what happens. Yes, cram it. If you're a fan of SHIB, then you will like KTO. CryptoCat is our CM. Okay, chief marketing officer, I guess. He was the CM of SHIB. Also, Queenie is a big holder of KTO. Even had her on our 24-hour live stream. All right, thank you for that. Volt Bulls on demand liquidity, quadrillions flowing through XRP will create wealth. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you recognize that. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit further down. Michael Cornwell, 5 trillion a day goes through Swift today. Yeah, that's a lot, right? So think about it, guys, 5 trillion, right? So let's actually bring up XRP for a moment, all right? So let's just type in XRP and Swift. Just give you guys a quick gist. All right, and then bring up the news. I don't know if I want to do Benzinga, but let's see. I might. Earlier I did. Let me see. Yeah, I guess we could. All right, so is now a good time to buy Ripple XRP? Let me see. Hopefully, have it. Sometimes it kind of like it's hit or miss when it comes to Benzinga. All right. It goes on to mention Ripple is the company behind XRP, as we know, a blockchain solution, yada, yada, yada. All right. The current system for international transfers uses the SWIFT system, but it's roughly 50 years old. Yeah. Yeah. It's like dinosaur age as far as technology goes. Ugh. Sorry. It's just darn chair's starting to drive me nuts. It's hot in here. But it's roughly 50 years old as significant and has significant disadvantages, right? I mean, are you going to use, um, you know, I don't know, the old system in this? I mean, heck, we're in the year 2022 at 50 years old. 1972, really? The time of Pong with freaking paddles going left and right and hitting a dot back and forth. That was the system. Yeah, they need to get with it, right? So, Swift is a slow and outdated system. Yeah, absolutely. If XRP is able to become the new standard, then it is well deserving of its position as a top 10 cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Well, last I checked, they were ranked what? Number eighth, if I'm not mistaken. No, number seventh. Okay, they went up. I, of course, talked briefly about how XRP within the last month overtook ADA as far as market cap. That was very significant. Those two were going toe to toe for quite some time. Back to the article. It also mentions, yeah, XRP does not have much utility yet. Not exactly true, but mostly because of the lawsuit filed against Ripple by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission in December 2020. The lawsuit has halted much of the development of the chain as well as prohibited the coin from being traded on the majority of exchanges. The lawsuit made XRP and Ripple separate entities too. All right, with that said, again, they're doing what? They're putting a focus on the U.S. market. They're putting on a focus because of the SEC. Again, I will tell you this much. The Ripple itself, right? Ripple Labs doesn't need to have the SEC lawsuit in their favor 100%, and that has to be the end all be all for them. No, they don't. That's ideal. Absolutely, that's ideal. However, moving forward, there is enough to show that they're going to be fine. So, if they're going to be fine moving on into the future, is it still a great opportunity to accumulate XRP? 100%. Absolutely. I cannot give you financial advice, and I won't, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, when it comes to anything, especially whether you're new or you've been in this crypto game for a couple years or more, you guys do what by now? Especially if you were been in the game for a couple years. There's three main things you probably do by now. Number one, you do what? You follow whale activity, especially Ethereum whale activity, right? ETH whale buys up $250 million to Shiba Inu. That's significant. Why is he doing that? Is he doing it because he wants to lose money? No. But when you hear other things like, you know, countries, literally countries, getting out with the old, coming in with the new, and the new happens to be XRP because it's replacing the old system of Swift. And just like Michael Cornwell pointed out, literally trillions of dollars just inflowed like within the last day, right? Through Swift. And what's replacing Swift? XRP. Follow the money. You already are. That's the point I'm trying to make. So if you can't understand the value in that, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's not me bashing. Okay, maybe that sounds disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But at the end of the day, that's the way I personally look at it. That's the way, obviously, I'm not going to speak on behalf of Michael Cornwell, but I think it's safe to say that that's the way him and his family probably look at it. And that's the way a lot of people look at it. That's the way Rich over at Common Sense Crypto looks at it. When in doubt, follow the money. It's as simple as that. Whether it's whale activity, recognizing countries doing away with the old systems and going with the new systems. If the United States, for instance, if the SEC wins this freaking lawsuit, it's not the end for XRP because they will recognize the central banks of Europe and even the Asian markets, and then they will act upon that. And there is still a tremendous amount of value. Will there be as much value for XRP compared to if they win the lawsuit? Well, that's yet to be determined. I mean, again, it's a huge catalyst for them to win the lawsuit, absolutely, but it's not going to be the death of XRP, is what I'm trying to say. All right, getting back into the comments. Crypto Winner and Judge Netburn said that there is no client privilege between the SEC and Ethereum, so now they got a fork over the Ethereum transcript. Now made ETH a commodity with that XRP. Has a defense now. Okay. Michael Cornwell, that's 10 times Bitcoin's market cap a day. Yeah. Again, follow the money. Michael Cornwell is literally outlining it. I love Michael Cornwell when he breaks out math and he comes up with figures. You don't pull it out of his, you know what? He backs it up. And, I'll say this much about Michael Cornwell. You could reach him on Twitter. I don't even know if you want me to mention that, Michael, but you always seem like you've been more than helpful in regards to any of that, people's questions and so on. So, but yeah, you can reach him on Twitter. You can go ahead and drop that in the comments if he wants. I don't know. Maybe he does. It's like, oh no, Max, don't do that. I'm gonna get a flood of questions. Okay, I can respect that. All right. So, for instance, Flare coins, according to Michael Cornwell, will have 10x Bitcoin's market cap split out in 5 to 7 coins. Why is Michael Cornwell mentioning this? ISO 2022 compliant. XRP, Flare, XLM. I haven't personally looked into, I think it was the other one you guys were mentioning, XDC, but yeah. Crypto Winter 2024. We will be back at 69,000 Bitcoin, have never shot straight up to the top. Yeah, I think we'll be past that by 2024 personally. But keep in mind the cycles, everybody. Remember this cycle. So we're in 2022. By 2025, 2026, if you notice an insane crash again, might be a good idea to dump most of your position and so on. Not financial advice. I'm just saying recognize how so many people got wrecked. Okay, so for instance, we also have Mike Cornwell says $1 billion. Boomer effing sooner. That's what Larry refers to you as, or that's how he says it. Crow with BNB's market cap means $1.48. I believe Crow could get to $10 long term in my opinion. Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. I even look at it even higher than that personally. Um, Especially with the burns. You don't know about the burns when it comes to Crow. You gotta look into it because if anything, it's creating more and more scarcity. That's the whole thing. A lot of people don't realize the concept of scarcity. That's what is very appealing when it comes to Shiba Inu ecosystem with two specific coins, and that is Bone and Leash. Crypto winner, the day someone tells me where Volt has founded or what Volt was founded, I think about it. Sorry. Crypto winner Celsius. Oh man, just filed for bankruptcy today. Celsius. Anyway, Sanke, what crypto do you think I should start investing into? You need to do more of your own research. I would say that about anything. I'm just an influencer. But however, if you want to know about some of the personal plays I'm in and not financial advice, I'll tell you this much. The three ones I did really great on last year was Doge, Shiba Inu, and Crow. Would I accumulate more Doge now? No, it's not 2021. Um, but again, for long term, maybe. But again, it has no utility. Shiba Inu, they're gonna have Shibarium dropping hopefully soon within the next few months. Crow, like we mentioned, is a great play. XRP is literally life changing, generational wealth that could possibly be for you. You need to look more into XRP. We just recently talked about it, but I don't mean that from a negative point of view. I want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us, Sanke. Glad to have you here. I'm glad you have a custom avatar. Appreciate the question. Crypto winner, the CPI report never factors in the low gas prices, but guess who did? Mr. Market Maker. Okay. Crypto winner, Sanke Matic at 58 cents to 45 cents Bitcoin. Wait to see hit 18,990. Yeah, it breaks is going into 17,500, and if it breaks that to 14K to 12K, XRP is a good buy, and quant at 45 bucks. Okay. Michael Cornwell. And by the way, we got 114 people now watching. Thank you, of course, for joining us. You are to the live show, the Max show of Crypto Talk Now. This is our news network slash crypto community that we have here. A lot of people refer to us as CTNN, which means Crypto Talk Now Network. We have a very welcoming community. Go ahead and ask us any questions that you have, and you'll be more than welcomed with an answer. So thank you for joining us. Let's see here. Michael Cornwell, 10 times Bitcoin's market cap is significant. XRP. Yep. Crypto winner. When someone is selling in the market, someone is buying the trend if you're a friend to the end. Cram it. Have you read about Loomis Gillibrand bill? No, I haven't. Michael Cornwell, I'm down. Boomer effing sooner. Michael Cornwell is smart. Michael Cornwell is wise. Stop on over to Michael Cornwell for some April Cornwell pie. If she bakes it, you know what you'll do. You'll cut it up and divide it among two. All right, I'm not gonna do a rap anyway. So let's see here. Let's see. Michael Cornwell, I'm down. Michael, yeah. All right. Michael Cornwell, quadrillion. Crypto winner C Max. Remember the cycle? That's why I follow Max. Always on point. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Michael Cornwell, quadrillions of dollars of ledger will flow into crypto space as the world goes into crypto. All precise metas will be backed by crypto, infinite resources, etc. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Cram it. You should basically. U.S. crypto regulation bill, super bullish. All right. I have to remember that. So Loomis Gillibrand bill. All right, I can remember that. Hold on a second. All right. Sanke, how do you feel about Bitcoin and the path it might take? I feel like Bitcoin's gonna be fine personally. Don't listen to this guy, Mr. Angry Old Man, David Pena, I think it's or Dan Pena. Dan Pena, the angry old man, Mr. Bad language all the time, angry all the time. He's always telling you to sell all your effing Bitcoin and get out and so on. Why? For you can accumulate more? Yeah, I don't know. My friend sent me some video about him earlier, and I don't mean this, no disrespect. My friend is just, you'll hear there's a video going around. The one he sent me was a YouTube short, right, about Dan Pena, and Dan Pena in the same sentence, Larry says, I told you all to sell your effing Bitcoin, and then within the same sentence he'll say, but sell half. Okay, I don't know. I get it. I mean, the guy's made a fortune. People listen to him. $450 million net worth. I get it. He's a Wall Street guy. At least that's how he started off his career. Um, to me, he's one of the top fudding people out there. That's filthy rich. I'll just throw that out there. But back to your question or your remark or comment, I should say. I think Bitcoin is going to be fine. As far as what bottom will be, I don't personally know because if I knew, I obviously would be very, 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 very wealthy instead of just doing all right. Um, so yeah, I think Bitcoin will be fine. I do see it potentially going down maybe 10 or 12K. I think that might possibly be the bottom, but I might be wrong. Larry feels like it might go down to that, and he could be right. And a lot of people feel that way too. But in long term, I think we're going to be fine. I think it goes in cycles, like Richard Hart was mentioning, 3 to 3.5 year cycles. This bear market could be going a full year. How do we know that? We base it on history, and you can look into some of the charts yourself. All right. So, for instance, crypto winner Max, can we all one day pump one of these coins 1,000 and us save 5,000 and pump a coin? Huh. It's funny how you mentioned. You sound like what's his name? I gotta mention his name. He's always asking about that. Um, Max, can we one day pump one of these coins? I mean, yeah. I mean, get yourself a low market cap coin, right? If that's what you want to do. Find one that has a perfect rating on Token Sniffer. And then on top of that, it's more than just that because you can have a perfect rating on Token Sniffer and you can still be an illegitimate project, right? Or not a legit project. So, and then from there, get whale activity coming in. And then, I mean, when we're talking a lot of whale activity, right? So it has to be a good, legitimate project where things can't be manipulated. A lot of whale activity, and then yeah, you can see that pump, like we were saying. But you got to do your own research. Don't just throw money at nothing. You got to do your own research. Crypto winner, I'm sorry, Max P. What's your thought on VeChain? My thoughts on VeChain is I'm extremely bullish on VeChain. I put out an alert. If you're not following me, you need to. Here I am. I'm gonna show you where I am. Where's Max? This is me, EPG Maximus. I make content for 3 channels. My main focus is Crypto Talk Now with Larry, of course, because I'm a firm believer of his vision. I think we're going to be doing some awesome things on the horizon. And I also make content for my own channel, my personal channel. Not all the time, but if anything's over 5 minutes, I'll put it over there. Unless it's like Luna Classic, I still try to keep it here. But if it's like a long review, I'll put it over there. So subscribe to me over there on Maximus Crypto. If you're in the gaming, follow me on DPG Maximus. I have about 7,400 subs on that. Now back to your question. Sorry, let me get back to it. What is up with that? What's my thought on VeChain? All right, so yeah, I put out an alert in regards to VeChain. Why did I do that? Well, let me show you. So VeChain is VET. I won't talk about VThor today. You can look more into VThor on your own. If the market tanks more, let's say some more bad news comes out from the Fed. I don't know. Let's say, for instance, the next CPI for, I guess, would be in August. So it'll be for July's report. It ends up being really bad news. Those are all factors. Inflation goes up more. Just, a lot of doom and gloom, right? Well, let's face it. It's probably going to affect stocks. It's going to affect overall crypto market cap. You're going to see this tank more, right? We already saw it to 870 billion. It probably will go to 800 billion even, or maybe 700 billion something. If that happens, that is definitely going to affect VET. It's just a given, and it's going to affect other ones. So if I can see VET at a penny or less For me personally, I'm gonna put at least $300 into it. That'll get me at least 30,000 coins. All right. So let's say and we all have our different price levels. You know, you might want to put 1,000 into it. I don't know. You might be a whale. Again, I don't know. But I'm just going to throw you an example. So, for instance, we saw this go as high as 18 cents. And I'm just trying to look at time. We're going to be probably wrapping things up in a little bit. Hold on. Let me see what we're doing. We still got 118. We'll see how far this goes, right? But if things start to drop off really, really big time, then we're going to wrap things up. All right. So, for instance, let me give you the quick gist of this. I got too many tabs up. My apologies, because I want to talk about a lot of things. But all right. So let's use this example. I got my calculator. So let's say you put 300 bucks, 30,000 coins you buy for 300 bucks. Again, minus network fees and so on. So just you walk away from it 30,000. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're not wanting to. I know Larry hates this term. Sorry, Larry. Hodl. You don't want to hodl long term. You're like, Max, I just need, come on, man. I just need one good short term play or so much short term. So let's say bull market comes back out. We get back not to all time highs, right? But let's say, for instance, we get to half of that. So we saw all time highs back in April of last year. That was roughly around 25 cents. All right. Let's say, for instance, we don't even get to the highs of the last year. We just get up to I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out like 9 cents. Okay. So even at 9 cents, 30,000 coins, $300 investment times 0.09, right? That's 2,700 bucks. Now, it doesn't sound like, oh, well, I'm not going to get rich off of that. I'm just giving you an example, right? Again, I have over 40 projects I'm into. Over, I don't know, 75% of those projects, at least maybe 80% are long-term projects. I need to have short-term plays. This is an example of one of my short-term plays. You just turned $300, 2,700. How long is it going to take? Well, that's dependent on a few things. But again, if the bulls come back and it happens to be between September to the end of the year, and you basically loaded up of that amount, that's not too shabby. If you're willing to wait a little bit longer, then that's different. Let's say you put $1,000 into it, right? That's 100,000 coins. And let's say, for instance, it gets back up to all-time highs, right? So we saw that all-time highs was I believe 25 cents, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say it just gets back to all-time highs times 0.25. I mean, that's just basic math. I mean, that's $25,000 on a $1,000 investment. That's 25x. So that's my thoughts on VeChain. I think they're doing great things. They're disrupting an industry that needs to be disrupted. They're disrupting basically the black market. If you're creating a solid utility of being able to create an app where somebody can scan a barcode to verify that those Air Jordans are really real and what manufacturing plant they came from, right? The manufacturing plant would be like Beaverton, Oregon, or something like that. Oh, not necessarily. I mean, that's the home of Nike, but you get the point. Verifying if it's legit, if it's real, that's the utility, right? Right there. A Rolex that's real. That's the utility. You're tired of buying on the. I should say you're tired. I mean, I'm not saying you're doing that, but you don't want to buy fake crap. That's a $400 billion industry that China and the United States is losing. If you can't see the value in that, then again, I don't know what to tell you. So that's how I feel about VET. I'm very bullish on VET, but I'm going to be more greedy. I'm going to wait for it to go down to a penny or less. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, back to the comments. Let's see. Oh boy, quite a bit. All right, so Max P, thank you for that, Max P. You always got good questions. Appreciate it, man. Crypto winner. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta adjust this chair real quick. Hold on. All right. So Max P, where he said his crypto winner, Bitcoin is taking the internet path as far as adoptions go. Yeah. NNM, I sold my girlfriend for okay. Well, uh, as the saying goes, if you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. You got 9900 CRO, but a GF ain't one. I know that sounds cheesy. Anyway, crypto winner was watching the markets this morning, and a lot of big guy came in at 19K. But if you look at the charts, we hold for a month. The whales take liquidation and a dump. All right. Graffiti, skateboarding, hip hop, gaming, hack, and pizza. Yep. The gin. Crypto winner. Yeah, coin like 0. Let's see, 360s, 340. We hype it up all over the place for 6 months and pump. Yeah, but you don't want to just hype anything. I mean, yeah, you're a guy behind a keyboard, you're behind an avatar. I don't know who you really are, right? You know who you really are. But you gotta keep in mind these are people's money. You really want that on your conscience if it doesn't go well. Well, again, make sure it's a good sound project, because if you believe in it, then other people will believe in it and it should do fine. But if you're promoting crap, then I'm gonna say flat out, shame on you. You shouldn't be doing that. Michael Cornwell, you should hit me up, crypto winner. 2112 crypto pizza pies. Get the pizza, get the slice. Yishamish, right? Anyway, Michael Cornwell, I think we could come up with a plan to buy in a very low market cap coins. Yes, we could, but do we realistically have enough people in our community who are willing to commit to that? And which one? See, these are the things in which, like, maybe we'll discuss more of this a little bit later. I have to get with Larry in regards to that. It's just, again, I mean, I got to protect myself. He has to protect himself. You all got to protect yourselves. Because, let's face it, sometimes there's some bad apples who it's just all about the money and they could give a crap about the person. They're like the darn devil. Yeah. All right. All right. So with that said, also, let's see. The Gin 400 Atari. Cram, I got one. Boomer F is sooner. Sorry, I love saying that because mainly Larry loves saying it. I'm in Crypto Winner and Michael Cornwell. Michael Cornwell, no play, guys. We can do this. Okay. Excuse me. We'll see. Sorry, I need to drink some. Crypto Winner, Michael, what social media platform should I text you? Cram it. I'm in the Gin. We a bunch. Hold on. Me a bunch of nerds. Lol. Hack the world. Cram it. No, but no e-news. Yeah, man. I mean, 2021. That's so 2021, man. I mean, get involved in good, solid projects. You've been around long enough. Get into the ones that are good. Now, obviously, there's ones that stand out, right? Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, right? Those are like the Coca-Cola and Pepsi of the meme, or slash Inu coins, right? The dog coins. Inu means dog in Japanese. But these other ones that are like, some comedian comes in, "Hey Larry, man, check out my bullcrap Inu, man. It's got a market cap of $5,432, and it's on the Binance Smart Chain. And if you token sniff, it's got a 0 out of 100 score. But that's because the dev team is not doxed yet. But we're in the process of doing KYC. It's like, are you kidding me? You're gonna flood our chat with that nonsense? You're gonna go on our videos and mention Web3 Spark and spam it? Then again, they're kind of helping us up, I guess, because it triggers the algorithm. All right, Crypto Winner, big facts. Crypto Winner, I got $5,000 to play Mr. Market Maker. Okay. Boomer effing sooner. If we going to be nerds, I call Booger. Heck yeah, man. Revenge of the Nerds. Freaking love that series. Thank you for pointing that out. If you haven't seen Revenge of the Nerds, guys, go watch Revenge of the Nerds and you'll thank me later. All right, things are starting to kind of die down a little bit. If this gets cut in half, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. I'm still trying to get through the comments. Crypto Winner. Plus, we got new players. This Crypto Winner is the game. Remember, we got the retail companies dumping money to the world. Okay. Michael Cornwell is on Facebook. You can check out the link. Crypto Winner. All we needed to do is bring one big whale and rug pull time. What do you say, Blue Whale Ricky? And Michael Cornwell, Ricky got $5 on it. I got 5 on it. Yeah, like the Loonies, remember them? Yeah, well, you just said it. Yeah. Okay, cool, Michael. Michael Cornwell, I don't want to dump. I want to grow the community coin. And the gin, shame on me. I lied to a 40-year-old lady. Lol. All right. So with that said, I'll do some closing. Let me just stop share screen. Oh my goodness. Here I am. Right. So with that said, the way I look at, hopefully you guys can still see me. Yeah, you can. Um, let me double check. So we got about 60 people watching. So guys, before I wrap things up, which I'm gonna wrap it up here shortly, the background, Hotline Miami. If you're wondering what that's all about, it is kind of a cool looking background, right? So Hotline Miami is one of my all-time favorite games. It was released a few years ago, on a PC and other platforms. Really really fun, really cool game. It has like a 1980s slash early 90s vibe to it. It is a nice sideways, top down shooter, if you will. Really fun, really cool storyline, super addictive. Hotline Miami 2, you can actually play, I think, 2 players, if I'm not mistaken. But there you have it in regards to all the topics that we talked about tonight. We didn't get a chance, of course, to talk about some of these other ones like there was I think we talked about BNB. Didn't get a chance to talk about Pancake Swap. But Pancake Swap sitting at $3. You might want to take a look into that one, as far as investing into some of the exchanges. FTX, is that a good play? Well, that's yet to be decided. Set at $24, had a high of 85. I'm just gonna rapid fire some of these off. Bitmart, right? A lot of people were not too impressed with Bitmart, but you recognize opportunities. Well, sitting at 20 cents, had a high of 42. Ticker symbol BMX. And then last but not least, I do want to mention Terra Classic. Still do not turn your back on Terra Classic USD, aka USTC, formerly known as UST. Basically is sitting at a little above 3 cents. I'm waiting for that to tank down to a penny or less. And next time around, I definitely am going to get a bag. And if I have to wait for 2-3 months for that thing to go crazy, then I'm going to do it. And I'm confident that it will. I stated it last time that I felt like it was going to do that. And guess what? It did just that. So with that said, guys, it's been an absolute great show. I love our community. Love what's going on with Crypto Talk now. Thank you for supporting us. Shout out to, of course, Larry, who is, taking the night off. We'll be back tomorrow. See Larry at, I don't know if he's doing rapid fire, but he'll make an announcement on Twitter. Follow us at Crypto Talk Now 21 for Larry, at DPG Maximus for me. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. Be on the lookout for some more videos. I'm going to try to do some tonight, recorded. And if anything, be crypto disciples, spread the crypto gospel. That's how more and more people are going to learn about crypto. And you want to explain to them what's going on in these bad times, because they heard nothing but bad times. So with that said, everybody, thanks again for watching. May you all have a blessed night and day, depending on where you're at. Check out Hotline Miami. Awesome game. And with that said, peace. I'm out. Have a good one. Later.